Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Quiver podcast. It's a new UAP season, and I hope you guys have listened to all of our different preview episodes. So today,
Hi everyone.
I am joined by Brian. Say hi, and Vic.
Hello, everybody.
All right.
Malapit na.
Oh, malap. Yeah. So free flowing. So and I'm Gio. Welcome back. Welcoming myself back from my semi-long hiatus. NU. We'll talk about the NU Bulldogs, DLSU versus NU. Last season we split the series with them, right? It was a 1-1 series, and that first game was quite intense, and it showed that NU were legitimate contenders for the title here. And if you look back at NU's season, if there was one thing that really changed it, it was Steve Nash Enriquez getting injured. Because after nun, they already struggled in the second round. But we were talking about this in their pre-production meeting. Maybe Vic, you can start. What do you think is going to happen with the NU Bulldogs this season? Who's coming in? Who's going to be strong holdovers, etc.
I think hindi gaano din kadami yung mga nawala from them. Parang pag tinitignan ko, parang it's still an almost intact lineup. Sino ba? Apart from Baklaan, I think si Mike Malonzo lang yung isa pa na nawala for them. Apart from
But
that,
they said
tama
ang
no? Correct
subtractions
me if
daw
I'm wrong.
are
Parang
apart
wala
from
na
Liz
ako
Lucas, si
naalala.
Elvie
So,
Casinillo at saka si Omar John.
okay, okay. So, but I think they have a replacement naman na FSA if I do recall. May ano na sila eh. Meron na silang replacement din na FSA. So, overall, if I will take a look at NU, it's still okay kasi hindi naman din ganun ka-factor si Casinillo last season. Um, he had minutes when Steve Nash Enriquez got injured. Apart from that, hindi rin ganun ka-significant yung contributions ni Casinillo naman eh. So, overall, it's still for me, it's still a good team. It's still a formidable team. Add to that yung dalawang star players ng Adamson High School that won the UAAP Juniors title nitong season 86. It's both nagpunta sa NU din. So it will definitely help Coach Jeff Napa's rotation. Um, Jake Figueroa is still there. I expect him to improve further, no? I think third year na nga ba ni Jake, and parang ano no, naging favorite ng Adamson High School na puntahan si Enyo, no? So because Jake Figueroa also came from Adamson, and he's uh on his last playing year sa UAAP Junior, siya yung UAAP Juniors MVP eh. And then he went to NU. So same thing. So si Vince Reyes and Tebol Garcia just followed Jake's footsteps from San Marcelino going to Hoxon in Sampaloc. So overall may malakas na team. So I during our prediction episode, I predict them to be a strong contender for the Final Four spot um, this season. So, ayun, expect apart from the jitters, kasi alam naman natin pag first game, laging meron pang ano yan, jitters yan. It's not always your perfect A game. So, I expect na both teams magkakapaan sa start yan. So, for me, what I would want us to do sana is we keep on doing yung ano natin, pressure defense natin, whether man to man or zone press. It's a perfect time to put that kasi parang ano pa eh, medyo ano pa yung start niyan eh, medyo it will be a slow start for both teams. So just to keep the energy going, sana continue natin na to put that pressure defense kay NU. So just to shake things up kasi nga first game of the season so it may pull off some surprises here and there from time to time, especially yung offensive execution. Normally sa opening game hindi ganon ka crisp, hindi ganon ka polish pa. So from there, maybe we can get easy basket sana, and then habang tumatagal yung game, probably second half, makuha na yung rhythm on both sides, and let's see kung ano mangyayari.
You mentioned a good point there, Vic, earlier about some of the players moving to NU from Adamson. Where do you think NU now stacks in terms of a destination for star UAP players? Because we're talking about like former MVPs and really former star players in the juniors ranks, and they're going to NU. I think it says a lot about Coach Jeff Napa. But what do you guys think about that?
Okay, I think it says about Coach Jeff Napas, no, yung kanyang system palakad. Kasi even our normal GC conversations, di ba? It's always a factor when you are building a program to have a good coach. It really starts with hiring the best coach possible out there na you think players will run through past a wall for these head coaches, sabi nga nila, 'di ba? Um and then from there, after you hire a good coach and establish a good system, sunod-sunod na 'yan eh. Doon na papasok na it's a making attractive destination na yung team mo for players like yun nga players like Jake Figueroa, players like ito si Vince Reyes and Tebol Garcia going to NU. So I think it says a lot about NU na we all know has been in the top four scene for quite some time na rin naman na under Coach Jeff's guidance.
I'll throw a different question to you, Brian. Now, right? Like last year, they obviously exceeded expectations. Maybe some people started calling NU the dark horse. Um, they probably now have a target on their backs. And how do you think NU will do this season in general? And also, do you think that they can pull up a lot of upsets this season against the
I
quote
see
unquote bigger teams?
in NU's perspective, they only regard two teams as the bigger teams this season, which is LaSalle and UP, which are LaSalle and UP. Obviously, naman the last two seasons they finished third, so obviously there is a hump. They mentioned it. I think I read the preview about them wanting to go further, make the finals this time. Kasi last time they lost to UP, then they lost to us as well sa semis, both as a third seed. So I think the goal for them this season is the number two spot, which won't be easy. But I think that's a good goal kasi they also have to be wary about teams like FEU, UE, UST. You can knock them off the top three if magiging complacent sila, alam na lang number three lang sila. So I think they couldn't settle for third. That's the rallying cry they have in their camp. So they have to do one better than LaSalle and UP, if not both, para makalayo sila this season.
I have a question for you that's a little bit more hypothetical in this case, Brian. If you were NU, who would you target more from a weakness standpoint? Alam mo yan, like who do you think you match up better against, LaSalle or UP? And sino
I
yung
think
focus mo?
based on last season's matchups and how the teams have evolved since, tayo yung mas kaya na lang targetin because of our mentioned in previous episodes, yung lack of depth natin sa sa backcourt. I think they have a lot of players there, like si Steve Nash Enriquez, si Reynaldo Mamay, who can put our guys on their toes. So it's about us coping with them. I think with the number of games we've had in the preseason, it's safe to say they know us better than we know them in terms of how we play, who we tend to go with in certain situations. Sila parang we've only seen them not as much. And yung last game pa natin against them was a non-bearing game that we lost. So I guess they'll also pick up from that na, oh, we beat this team before and we cannot say na non-bearing kasi even like our core guys saw minutes there. So yeah, I think tayo yung magiging easy target compared to UP, which I think can match up to their strengths kasi that's what I see.
All right. I'm gonna shift the conversation to Vic now. If we've established that, if we were NU, we'd probably look at LaSalle a little bit more. And Brian talks about the point guard conversation. If you guys listened to some of our podcasts last year, this was a position, especially against NU, that we talked about over and over again. We talked about Steve Nash and Kian orchestrating and making things hard for us. For you, Vic, what do we have to do to make sure that they don't get the they don't get the edge when it comes to the point guard spot and dictating the play and playing the way they want to play?
Yun nga, binanggit ko kanina, we have the personnel, yung length, yung athleticism, the speed to disrupt opposing defenses eh. So, kailangan natin i-pressure from the backcourt. I-pressure natin. I mean, we have the length, we have the athleticism, and the speed na hindi natin sila kailangan hindi maging comfortable si Humamoy and si Steve Nash Enriquez. Hindi mo sila pwede gawing similar to what we did nung game 1 ng finals na pinapa-orchestrate mo lang si Maymay and si Felicilda. So, dapat from the backcourt pa lang pressurein mo na sila kasi we don't want it na mauwi sa half court game kasi nga wala naman talaga tayong natural point guard pa, especially if yung status ni Josh David on Sunday hindi pa natin alam kung if he will be able to play or not. So sabihin natin hindi siya makakalaro, it's imperative for our defense to work para we can get on transition, score easy baskets, and hindi maging comfortable si NU na ma-execute yung kanilang mga offensive sets.
Okay. So that's probably it for like if we talk about NU specifically. Keys to the game, guys. What are the keys to LaSalle winning the game? So we've always talked about the point guard situation. We've Vic has also talked about making sure that we don't give them the opportunity to set up at the half court. What are the other things we want to do? In my head, maybe control the tempo, run and
I'm
gun.
thinking of rebounds
What else, Papa?
since I guess most of the opponents will have
Ah,
don't have the height disadvantage don't have the height advantage against us. I think I just don't have the numbers right now regarding the players' height, pero safe to say we have a tall team at that. I mean our guards are tall as well. And
mm,
then there is this talk from the UAP press con that it's actually not surprising, but at least it came from Coach Topex na we will see moments where KQ will be our point guard, di ba? So ako naman, I think we can go back to last season's episodes. Parang sinasabi ko na naman na if KQ wants to go international, he has to explore that path. Kasi if he's just going to be a big man in the UAP, maninibago talaga siya overseas. If he has ambitions to play outside the Philippines or even play well in FIBA tournaments, hindi pwedeng 4 siya eh. So he has to explore the 1, 2, and 3. And I think with his height and with the trends that we see in international basketball, asset siya sa atin if he becomes a handy point guard. And he can start his development this season, if not already last season in LaSalle, di ba? So yun yung hinahanap kong development in this game. Obviously, it will be tense tayo yung last game eh. Then so first set, 'di ba parang may Battle of Katipunan the day before and then two games before us. So um, not expecting any. Magugulat ako if we repeat the result against NU no final for I'm expecting a really tight game.
Yeah. How about you, Vic? Anything else you wanna add on that note?
Yun nga, I think yung front court kasi sobrang flexible ni Kevin eh, as we know, di ba? Ang dami niyang pwedeng gawin eh. I see him really dictating pa rin yung tempo natin sa offense. How it runs, how it pans out. Yun yung ano dun eh. Yun yung factor for me if Kevin will be able to uh, do his game, create opportunities kasi si Michael Phillips given naman na kung ano yung kaya niyang i-ano sa atin eh, contribute sa atin yung rebounding, energy, ano na yun eh, sobrang sobrang laking bagay. And I think one thing that's going for us sa preseason na yung pressure defense natin is working. It's because we have a formidable front line na alam natin na aalalay sa atin once if the guards and the wing guys gamble for steals, alam natin na yung fours and fives natin patrolling at the back of that yung last line of defense natin sa pressure defense natin, maaasahan natin na they will defend and protect the rim. So kahit mag-gamble tayo, we may chance na maka-stop and there's still a chance that we can run on the other end. Um, Also, I'd like to see sana makapag-contribute din kaagad si Agunane as well, si Henry. I am expecting much also, no? As much as the length and athleticism that we have sa backcourt natin, I expect so much as well on our improved front line for this season. Kasi si Raven, nandiyan pa si Raven Cortez, di ba? So, we have kaya kumbaga upgrade talaga yung front line natin this season compared to last season. So I am expecting na we we impose our size and yun nga more than Kevin scoring, ma-involve ni Kevin lahat on offense for them to score and contribute. Kasi yung scoring alam naman natin na if Kevin wants to score, he can score. So I think it's more of setting the tone early na ma-involve ni Kevin yung ibang teammates niya to get that much needed confidence and kung maganda yung itatakbo ng laro, syempre better yun for us kasi we don't need Kevin to score and take as much attempts as he needs for us to win the game.
All right. How about okay? Great, great. All right. Last before we end this episode, I kind of like how quick this episode is going. Preview, talagang preview episode talaga siya, no? X Factor. Pick one player to be the X Factor this game. And sana hindi pareho yung X Factor natin. So, and a little bit of a game. Let's not include KQ muna. And sige, kasi Vic just mentioned, wag muna si Agunane. So, out si KQ, out si Agunane. Who's gonna be the X
Okay,
Factor?
sige. I
Brian,
was
then
signaling
Vic,
si Vic
then me.
muna, but I think X Factor. I would say Raven Cortez because if he sees enough minutes, either as together with Agonane and Phillips, or probably not going to be together with both of them, so he'll provide relief minutes to one of them, and he has that soft touch floater, which is reliable as we've been seeing, not just in preseason but even in the season in season 86. So tingin ko siya kasi it's not just about his scoring now. It's also I think he can see some minutes na baka bantayan ni foreign student athlete ng NU, which I think he can do a good job of. And then apart from that, yun nga, just provide that cover for either Mike Phillips or Henry Agonan is already enough. And he's capable, that's why. iniisip ko yung X factor. If he does well, plays quality minutes, then we will be fine. I guess.
How about you, Vic?
Ako si Doy Dungo. Sobrang favorite ko yung rookie na yan eh dahil especially when Coach Topex is experimenting him to play point guard nung preseason kasi yung size niya for guard and wing saktong-sakto eh. Tapos yung mahaba yung galamay. So if he really puts his mind playing defense, sobrang siya, sobrang disruptive niya. Tas he can
All right. And ako, for me, I think it's gonna be CJ Austria. I think a lot of people are sleeping on CJ, but I think the the gap that Policarpio will leave behind. I'll never forget the way CJ attacked in game 2 and game 3 of the finals. I think he's up for a truly breakthrough season this year, and he'll have a little bit more minutes and show a little bit more leadership. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you for listening to our preview episode against NU. So the game against NU is on Sunday. That
Eight.
is September 5, 6,
Yeah,
7,
Mabay
8, September
day.
8th.
8.
Yeah, at 6:30 at 6:30. Yeah. Do you guys like this new UAP schedule? I kind of like it. Parang medyo masaya ako sa
Okay
bagong
lang sa
schedule.
akin. Okay lang sa akin. As in,
Sa men's basketball
you
lang.
can get to watch, except
Sa
I guess for 2 days, no? You can get to watch the juniors, the women's, and the men's in one venue. Kung may bakante ka ng araw, you can take a day off or leave. Tapos nandun ka lang, watch it as many basketball games as you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
medyo magulo lang yung
But
first day, 'di ba? Like
let's put
it's all
in
over
the
the
blame on
place.
the host.
Yep. Oh, kasi actually kami sa amin mahirap kasi we play 5:30 p.m. for the women's and then yung men's plays at 6:30 p.m. in Araneta. So kami we play in Adamson while the men's team plays in Araneta. So yun lang medyo lang. Then after that naman it's already a somewhat structured schedule. No, for the women's it's 11:30, 1:30 and then 4:30 and 6:30 for the men's teams.
Yeah. I kind of like it also kasi like at least now it's towards the evening and less traffic in general. So I feel like I still have
By
the
the
whole
way,
afternoon to
Gio,
myself
before
before
we
I go
say
and watch the men's
goodbye,
games.
that's
Oh.
for our predictions.
Ah, predictions. Wala, we're gonna lose. Sorry.
pero
Gonna
pag
keep
nangyari
this.
yan, wala na, ano mo na, ipapag mo na.
Yeah, wala na.
Ano na yan. Kailangan ng
Oo. But
we
as
have
long
to
as it keeps
revisit that.
happening.
We have to revisit that.
I mean, actually, like, to be fair, like, yung game 1 ng finals, I said we were gonna
Oo nga, G.
we
Di
lost.
ba?
So,
So,
I
anong
switched my
gagawin natin?
predictions to winning na. So, this year,
Okay.
I'll start here muna.
Switch na.
Para, if it doesn't work out,
Sabagay.
it's easier for me to say na we win.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Sabi nga ni Coach Topek, we are not
Oo
champions
nga,
anymore.
tama.
O, kasi mas,
Yun. Tama naman.
How
Tama
about
naman.
you,
Tama
Vic?
naman yun.
Any
tama naman siya.
insights
Yeah.
about how the game can turn out?
I'm it's a win for us. Pero right
Yeah.
now prediction ko less than 10 points. So anywhere from probably a nail biter to a siguro 9 to 10 point win siguro. Yun yung ano ko dito. I think that's
Ako,
the
ang gusto ko lang
stretch
i-predict is we're
tingin
gonna
ko.
have a 69% free throw shooting percentage. Really? Joke.
Yun.
Dapat naman
Yun.
panalo sa dulo.
Pero
But
panalo
I
sa
think
dulo.
as ang key,
Pero panalo sa dulo.
ang key
Oh,
actually
panalo
is
sa dulo
to get
kahit
our
na
opponents to score
69%.
though. I think if we can do that on our defense, we stand a good chance of winning. Kasi yung offense natin nandiyan naman yun. So if we can limit NU's production, make it a frustrating evening for them, then we shouldn't lose it.
Yeah, for sure. And if you guys don't want to have a frustrating evening by burning your house down, get the right LPG, which is Blue Fire, the only
Yun.
that's right for
Tama.
you, diba?
Yun. Tama.
So thank you, Blue Fire, for sponsoring this episode, and that's the key for to have a happy and non-frustrating evening. So
Correct.
all right. So thank you for listening to The Quiver. Please don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and all these little social media pages. If you see us in the games, say hi to us and say, pare, pa-video naman, and we'll get a reaction from you.
Pa-birthday greetings or whatever.
Get a reaction from you. Oh,
Yeah, okay, crush nyo. Meron kayo sabihin sa crush nyo. Pwede namin sabihin yan. Pwede
oo.
namin sabihin.
Eh,
Pwede namin gawin yan for you.
Oo. Yeah, and I would urge everyone to also look for Mr. Willie Wilwaiko. He is our
Yan, oh, hanapin yan. Hanapin yan,
he's
hanapin
our
yan.
chief videographer for fan people in the games. And if you guys see him, say hi and say, Chief, pwede pa video naman. Then we'll
May ano kayo, meron kayong bonus kay Willie pag nagpa-video kayo sa couch. Meron kayong bonus. Meron kayong bonus. May bonus kayo kay Willie.
all right. Okay. So, thank you for listening to The Quiver, and all together,
Animal Asal.
Animal
Bye.
Lasal.
Animal Asal! Bye, guys.
Ayan.